each time frame can have a different trend. Let's start with this small lesson, okay? We will define what is why price is fractal and why we need multiple time frame analysis in order to make a high probability decision. Okay, so when we look at the chart, any time frame on any pair or any instrument, each chart can have a different trend defined by the imbalances that we have been taken out and respected, or how we define the trend lines. Okay, so we will have small chapters describing each of those nuances. So when we look at the monthly time frame, we may assess that the trend is up, okay, by connecting at this moment in time the latest two valleys, and then we update the trend line to this valley. So this is the monthly trend at that moment, okay? If I change this to visualize on lower time frames, this is the monthly trend. So at this moment in time, price was in an uptrend on the monthly. But when we look at the weekly time frame, we see that that trend is broken. So whereas on the monthly, on the monthly we have an uptrend, on the weekly we do have a downtrend here now after breaking these areas over there. And if we look at the daily time frame there, okay, let me go back in time. At that time, we will have a downtrend here, and then there. So as you can see, each time frame can have a different trend, so we need to have as many of those trends aligned in the same direction. Those are the realignment rules. There will be videos talking about those as well. We need to have as many time frames aligned in order to take a higher probability entry. So what I mean by fractal is that on this single candle there, all these patterns that we see and the rallies and the drops that we see on this monthly time frame, they will be the same but in different scale when we look at the weekly time frame. So that those ERC candles on the monthly there, bullish ERC candles there, okay, contain these candles on the weekly. And if we drill it down to the daily, we have the same thing, these ERCs, but in different scale. So that means that whatever we see, we apply to one time frame as per the trend line rules and the imbalances, removing opposing areas and all that. They are applied the same way to all time frames, lower and higher than the time frame that we are looking at. So that is what fractal means. Okay, fractal means just that everything is contained within everything. It's like quantum mechanics. When you look at a hand, your hand is physical, tangible, you can touch it, you can feel it. But if you expose your hand to an electromagnetic microscope, then you will see that the hand is empty. It's full of spaces with electrons, neutrons, and all those. Okay, so but when you look at the bigger picture, you see the hand being reflecting sun, and you have dust on top, and sometimes they are dirty and all that. But when looked through a microscope, you will see that it really is empty, and there are other structures within your hand, inside your hand. So the same thing applies here. That is the concept of fractal. The same patterns and levels and imbalances and structures are contained within one single candle. Okay, you could be zooming in. If we had like 1 minute and then 10 seconds, 1 second, 1 millisecond, we will see the same patterns over and over and over. Okay, that is what fractal means. So in order to make a decision, a trading decision, we need to align as many time frames as possible. Okay, but that is another section, another video. This is just talking about the fact that each time frame has a different trend, and we need to align as many in the direction that we want to trade. Otherwise, we are going to have a lower probability type of trade.